Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Thrive by Day podcast. I'm your host, JJ Day. And in today's episode, before I get started, I want to address the fact that in the last episode, the first episode that I made, the three-parter, the really long one, it turned out that for those of you who are watching on YouTube and all the video portion of it, you see that I am wearing my headset. And I made mention of the fact that I was wearing a headset. Well, as it turned out, it was not even plugged in because that's how silly I can be sometimes when I'm just bashing ahead and doing stuff. I thought it was plugged in, and it turned out it was on the floor. So this was just for show. Nothing was, luckily, it was still recording. It was being picked up by my webcam, but I would have been so frustrated if I got all that done and realized I wasn't even audible. But today we are plugged in. I tried to set myself up by the window because I wanted better lighting, and I had it, but the Wi-Fi system over there doesn't seem to be accurate, so I don't know if it's a window thing, but here is where the best connection is, so we're gonna stick with it because I'd rather get the message out than have it be all fancy. The message is what's important, so. That being said, in today's episode, welcome. If you're new here, all of you are new here. I'm new here, so welcome. I am. It is my mission here at Thrive by Day to empower, inspire, and encourage you to become conscious creators in your own life. You are meant to live your dreams. The topic of today's video is your responsibility in life is your dream. You are responsible for making your dreams come true. And here's why. It is a double-edged sword, a powerful sword, a positive, powerful sword. It is for when you think of people that you admire and that inspire you and that fuel your passion for your dreams, even if you're not pursuing them and they're just mulling around in your head in the background, they inspire you. There's people out there, there's everywhere, there's somebody that is inspiring you to think something different about your life, about yourself. Everything is dreams are meant to be pursued. And that is how we thrive in life. We are meant to be living our dream life. We are meant to be going after it. We're just meant to do our lives, our dreams. And to deny yourself the ability to dream or to live your dreams, to go to everybody has a different idea of what their dream is. They're all right. I don't care how old you are or what your story is, what your excuse, no offense, is. I You have a story, you have a tale that you tell yourself that you can't do something because of something, because you have no time, because you have kids or family or people that say you can, you don't have the money, whatever the story is that you have in your current circumstance, your current life, you can achieve your dreams. Your dreams are meant to be achieved by you. And like I started to say, here's why. When you pursue your dream, you then become both happier in your own life. You're you are living a more fulfilled life. You're waking up every day loving life, or at least coming up and sitting up in bed, putting your feet on the floor and having a purpose to go ahead. People who don't have purpose, they wake up and their life, it's just it's either sucking or it's boring. Ironically, neither, you can't have both. If you have a boring life, you're just towing the line. Things aren't bad, things aren't good. But when you have passion, when you have desire for something, that is something that you should be following. You should be listening to the inner guidance system. That is what fuels you. When you get anxious and you get scared and you get frustrated with life, it's my belief, and I'm going to be getting into more of the scientist-based stuff as I evolve in my journey. I know I've been listening to teachers and coaches, and I have an understanding of what it's all about, but I'm not like at the point where I feel like comfortable to share the facts or the stories. I will, as I remember them, as I have more clarity with them, I will then relay the stories and the philosophies and the teachings onto you. But for the most part, this channel is going to be my own interpretations of things I've downloaded from higher source, from it's just going to be my take on things as much as for the most part. But we are meant to be pursuing our dreams because when we're happy with our lives, when we're more fulfilled and we have the purpose and we have the goals and checking off, we show up differently in the world. We show up more abundant, more positive. We have this effervescent sense to us. We we just glow. We walk around, we smile more, we laugh more. And when people when you're walking by people, like I'm here in Dublin still, I'm having trouble getting getting home. But when you are out and about with people, it is for me, I walk around as much as I possibly can with a smile on my face. And I try to make my energy light and airy and bouncy. It's not for show. I'm letting myself my real self out. I'm trying to relax more. I'm trying to be in the flow more because notice when my energy is in that kind of a phase, it's just there's a shift that happens in the air where things seem to flow better for me. I get more success. I get more miracles popping up. I see miracles everywhere. I see signs. I see synchronicities. I see beautiful situations, people. I see just, I have a different perspective than when I'm mopey and I'm feeling blue. And I tend to not go out when I'm feeling those ways because I don't like being somebody who could potentially shed that energy onto somebody else because energy transfers. Even in my room, I'm transferring negative energy when I have it. But when I am closed off, I can deal with it. People aren't going to be directly affected. They might have like, I just walked by that hotel room and got this like weird vibe, but what was that? People are never conscious of it. They'll just be like, what? Why did I just start feeling so worried? It's because you've walked through some energy. If you aren't having any issues yourself, there's no stress in your life and you're good and you walk through something and just suddenly get like a, "Ooh, that didn't feel good. I just had this worry and fear." You're picking up on somebody else's energy. It's like that. We are energetic beings and we transmit energy. We are as much energy as the sun in the sky, the electricity. We have this power in us. And this is why dreams are meant to be lived. They're meant to be gone after. They're meant to be attained. Not to get the thing, but to learn to push yourself, to embrace new amazing possibilities in life. You're meant to be living a better, abundant life. And when you do that, when you shift your energy and you lift yourself up, and this is why I try not to go out when I'm in a grumpy mood. Because when I do, all I see are grumpy people and situations, and I hear shouting more that sounds not fun. And just, I really see the difference. I feel the difference between when I'm depressed, sad, whatever. Sometimes I do have to go out when I'm that sad and depressed because I know if I stay in my room or my space wherever I am that I'm that energy, I can go dark. And if I go really dark, I need to get myself out of this darkness by going into the world. Because knowing how I am, I know that that is my shifting. I will start to go, okay, let's just, well, I leave my place, I leave my room, my wherever I am, and I know I'm going into the world going, okay, let's be lighter, let's feel more flowy, like so that I don't carry it with me. And it's like leaving your you walk you go somewhere, you leave your stuff at the door. You know, when you go into your job, you most people carry their carry their baggage with them. If you can be the person who leaves their baggage at the door and just comes in and is a ray of sunshine for people, you change their life, you change your own life. When you go after your dreams, you're doing the same thing. You are giving somebody else inspiration. You are inspiring somebody else to, oh, what? You walk into a room and you start glowing, people are going to be like, whoa, what's up? What's up with her? Why, or him? Why are they, why do they look so just, they're not even, they just have this air to them. Suddenly they feel lighter, they feel better about themselves, and they can carry on. They start to do something a little differently. They might not even be fully conscious of it. Most people aren't. Most people are running on autopilot of the same old, on repeat, daily, hourly, minutely. It's but when you pursue your dreams, you put yourself in a I can do it attitude. I can go after the things I want to go after. I can rise above my own limitations. And when you exceed your own limitations, you raise the bar for somebody else to do the same in their lives. When you're inspired by somebody, a celebrity, a parent, a teacher, a fellow community member, because they're going after their dream, you see them living their best life and you want to live your best life, whatever that means for you. I personally, I want to be in the movie industry. I want to be in the film and television and creative arts industry. I want to entertain people. I want to tell stories. I want to inspire people through film, through art, because It is through music. I just want to put my creative visions out there and lift people up because we really need to be lifted up nowadays. And my in my feeling, there's no better way than film to raise people, to inspire people, to connect with people because it uses every form of art you can possibly imagine. From set design to script, to the writing, to the visual scenes, to the acting, like it just everything. The music background, like you just get lifted. And I mean, there's a reason why there are so many streaming services, there are so many films, there are so many movies, music. There's a reason why we go to those things to escape. But I want to take the industry, I want to make it less of an escape and more of a breakthrough, a place to go where you can see somebody living their dream, pursuing their goals, pursuing their divine gifts. And you can then inspire others. You can then be the source of you're fulfilling yourself, you're filling your own cup up, you're happy and you're blissful most of the time. There's still gonna be struggle. Even with building your best life, living your best life, you're gonna still have challenges to overcome, but you will overcome them. That's the difference. You your dream will keep you inspired to keep pushing on and to keep building yourself up because you're meant to be living your dream. It's kind of irresponsible, in my opinion, for us not to be going after the things we want because when we don't, we're keeping that beautiful gift that whatever it is inside of us, that part in our soul, that's when the anxiety flares up. That's when the depression sits in, when we have denied ourselves our innate gifts, our divine gifts. Whether it's universe you believe in, God, source, higher power, yourself, you don't believe that there is I don't know. There is, you came here somehow. You were created. Something made you, made this world. Whoever that was or whatever that was, you were put here for a reason. There are a lot of people who weren't. There are a lot of souls who haven't yet gotten to embody the human experience because for whatever reason, I don't know. But you've been given a gift. I don't care how bleak your life seems to be at the moment. You've been given a gift and you need to pursue it like your life depends on it because it does. You need to pursue it because other people's lives also depend on it. Because when you're living your dreams, you're showing up every day, you're giving your best, whatever that is. It might be a small change each day towards your dream. Like right now, I'm making this video. Yesterday, I made a video, and they're not perfect. I'm not. I'm tired of holding myself to perfection and being so stuck in perfection mode that I don't do anything. I'm not gonna sit and waste the rest of my life on I need things to be perfect for me to start. They're never gonna be perfect to start. They never gonna be perfect at all. But I can strive for a new level of awareness. I can become more lifted. I can rise up and just I don't know how much time I have on this life, on this earth, and this planet, but I watch people. I'm a people watcher. I just not in a creepy, hopefully, way, but I like just s sitting on a park bench and watching people. There aren't many park benches around here, but I go to the window and I watch people living their lives. And something pops in my head like, you should be out there living your life too. And then I'm like, but I am living my life. I'm living my own life in the comfort zone. But that's both ego and it's also my introvertedness. I am still very much like I enjoy watching people living their lives, doing things, wearing amazing clothes or whatever clothes they're wearing, doing their hair. Like watching Dublin, living here or staying here in Dublin, I'm just blown away by how many people I see. Everybody is here. It's just like there's no, it is the most diverse place I've ever been. Then again, I haven't been that many places, but still, it's just being here and living my dream of being in Ireland. I feel even as stressed as I've been because things have been up and down and slightly stressful, not slightly, really stressful. But I've been able to see things differently and I've pulled myself out of gutter mind and okay, that's a different thing. I've pulled myself out of the gutter so many times this trip because I keep thinking when stuff goes wrong, I remember that on the other side of going wrong is going so right. And things have to break down before you can break through sometimes, often. But when I'm going, I spent a lot of, like in the last video, I talked about being depressed basically for 11 years of my life and not doing anything in pursuit of dreams, quitting and starting, quitting and starting. I'm back to the point where I want to start pursuing dreams again and living my life and my goals because being here, I just get this sense of I'm believing in myself more and more and more. Feeling the impact of what my dreams are like for myself. In Ireland, they have this weird um, cap system. I don't know what their intention was. It's so you don't lose your cap, I guess. I didn't know that was such an issue, but to save from, I guess, people just taking it off and tossing it. I don't know, but it's weird. But side note, I gotta not do that because when I side note, I forget what I'm saying. But when I'm walking around and I'm facing my fears and I'm surviving it and I'm making it through, where back home, if I had trouble, if I find myself in trouble, I go to my mom because that's what I've always done. I've My mom has gotten me out of so many situations, and I didn't most of my life, I didn't know how to rely on myself, how to ask for help. Because my mom is a you don't ask for help. If you need help, you don't ask for it. You drop a hint. You kind of manipulate people because and wait for them to offer. If they don't offer, then don't ask for help. It's not a thing. And yet, if you don't ask for help, you will never get it. You'll never get the help you need when you need it if you can't learn to ask for the help. And that's one thing I've learned on this trip is when I'm in a real bind and I'm feeling the pinch of my life sucking and something is not going according to plan and I'm starting to freak out, even while I'm mentally trying to redirect my thoughts to being more positive and uplifting. When I'm pursuing or when I'm in the throngs of oh, a freak out, I will I diffuse the situation by asking somebody outside of me for help. And the the miracle of it is that as soon as I'm ready to ask for help, it's given. God or universe or whatever jumps into people's bodies and puts people in the path. When you start to realize that you're not as stuck as you think you are, that you have answers inside of you, your answer might simply just be I'm in a real panic right now. There's a situation I'm in where I don't know what to do. I need to reach out to somebody. I just need to say, excuse me, I'm so sorry. Like, I don't, I am in this situation I don't know what to do about. Is there any way you can, any ideas you have? Like, sometimes you just need someone else to have an idea of, oh, you should go here. You can try this thing, or you can go here. Like I said in the last video, the situation I got into with the scam, I literally just asked a girl for help with Wi-Fi, and it turned out to be this series of events that led me into getting a place to stay for the night and for the week because I was, or maybe not the week, but a few days because I was at my wit's end and I didn't know what to do. So I finally just let go and, excuse me, can I get your help with the Wi-Fi? And that unblocked my stuckness. Suddenly it was like, oh, oh, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I'm getting chills again just from remembering how amazing it was because it was euphoric. There was no other way. It was like the highest high I've ever had where I, I put myself out there to ask for the help I needed in a small manner and everything got solved. So the being a conscious creator, when I go on autopilot like everybody, like we all seem to, we all end up on autopilot unless we are consciously changing our thoughts and redirecting our thoughts. Once you get into conscious creation, manifestation, you start to realize that it's not about attaining the things. It's about changing who you are and your belief systems and your value systems and your mindset. Your mindset is everything. You change your scarcity lack mindset. This is also like I said, this is to me as much as it is to anybody. When you change your mindset, you change everything. Because as soon as you can see yourself living your dream or that your dreams are possible, as soon as you can say, "Oh, if I'm struggling, I can ask somebody for help." Somebody who knows better, somebody who's this is the thing. You have to be discerning of who you ask for help because if you're trying to get something in an area where they have no expertise, they're going to give you their opinions or not, or they'll be like, I have no idea, just they'll dismiss you. Then you're in the same place, but you need to learn who to ask, where to go for help, You want to do something, you go to somebody that you know is in that industry or is in that situation, is knowledgeable in that facility, and you know who you need to ask. I'm talking to myself too, because I'm sitting here in a situation where I'm like listening to my own self. I'm guiding myself through this too, but I'm doing it in real time right now to show you, to take you on a journey with me where I overcome my own limitations. I'm currently in Dublin, unable to afford my flight home. I'm supposed to be at a wedding tomorrow for my cousin, and I'm going to get there. I just don't know how. I am going to be at that wedding because I want to support him and I've given myself a challenge to do it. I'm not my I'm not asking for my mom for help because my mom has helped me my entire life and I need to do this on my own. This is like a thing I need to figure out how to get the money in a very small amount of time. Like I have a very small window, but I know I can, because I know the power of my mind, the power of my thoughts, and the backing myself into a corner sometimes is the only way for me to like propel myself forward. I don't know what I will do if I can't get there. I will just have to, I don't know. So the thing is, with an abundant mindset, you start to think about the things, all of the possibilities that there are. It's going to work out somehow. It's all going to work out better than I can even fathom. I'm just letting it up to God. I'm leaving it up to the universe. It knows what I'm trying to do. It knows what I want, and it is making all the things move right now. All the pieces and players are coming into my awareness before the end, before I can't, before it's too late. I don't know how. I'm trying not to watch the time because every time I do, it increases the anxiety because it's like, oh, your clock is ticking. Time is running out. But it's always time. There's you're I'm this close to a breakthrough. And literally as I said that, I'm feeling like I just broke through. Just keeping myself in the feeling of I'm breaking through. Your words are this powerful. This is why your words are this powerful. The things you say to yourself fuel you. The things you say to somebody else fuels them. It gives them the inspiration to fuel themselves. Your dreams fuel you and they fuel others. If we want a more harmonious life, we want people to be happier, more fulfilled, doing the things that make them smile, loving themselves, loving life, living it. It is our responsibility as humans, as people with minds, working minds, even like whatever type of mind you have, you are able, period, to do the things you want to do. You just sometimes may need to ask for more help than others. But you will always get what you need when you need it. If you're willing to realize you deserve it without having to earn it, just being yourself, just being a human who is alive, you are, I was gonna say entitled. I don't like the word because it's become so muddied up, but You are deserving of a happy life. It is not a it is not a sin to want good things in life, to want better for yourself, to want better for others, to go after your dreams, whatever they are. You may not want to be a Hollywood legend, you not might not want to be a glamour person. You might want to just have a family after 40. That might be I'm approaching 40 and I currently am working on the family situation and I'm working on being like even just saying I'm approaching 40 just gave me a mind bend because I've been identifying as I'm in my 30s, but I'm very close to being in my 40s and it does make you stop and think. Your life it doesn't stop you, but makes you stop and go, okay, yeah, no. It for me, it now fuels me to, you know what? Yep, I'm closer to 40. Let's keep on this path because I'm more able to do I wasn't meant to be a young person in this industry. I wasn't meant to be a young person going through these motions. I meant to have gone through the struggle early on so that I can get to this point of wisdom, of knowledge, of experience where I'm now valuable as I am because I have so much more life experience in less than pleasurable experiences. And that has fueled me so that going forward, I'm going to be a wonderful wife. I'm going to be a wonderful mom to my kids because I'm going to know what it is to struggle. I'm also going to know what it means not to hover. As much as I will want to do the loving like my mom did, my grandparents did, and want to help, want to do everything for my kids, I will know, okay, I'm feeling like there is a I go this far and let my kids go the rest. I'm always there for them to come to and ask for help. But we will I will give 50% of my help and they will meet me the other 50% until we'll get like a balance system where I'm helping, they're helping themselves. I'm helping them, they're helping themselves until they get to the point where they don't need my help. I hope that won't ever happen. I hope that my kids will still need me at some point, but if they don't, we go from a needing me, a needing parental support to a symbiotic friendship of epic proportions. And I will be a great podcast host. I will be a great film producer and writer and musician and all the things, all the dreams that I do have, I will be great at. I am great at it. I'm already there in my mind doing these things. I've put myself there internally, and now my actions are aligned. Everything I'm doing aligns me to that outcome. But it's not that I I'll be happy when I get the things, but it's not the things that I'm after anymore. It's the fulfillment that I'm going for now. It's the pursuit. It really is the journey that I'm trying to fall in love with. I am falling in love with the journey. I'm trying to fall in love with the whole process. To enjoy the struggle in a weird way, to see the challenges and go, that's a challenge. Every time my thoughts go to say, oh, you're not good at this, this isn't something you do. Oh, but it is now. I get to challenge that every time I'm sitting here thinking, what are you doing? You're recording this video right now. That's a waste of time. You should be out there, I don't even know, finding some way of making money." And I'm like, you know what? This is more important. I mean, my survival is important too, and getting home is important too, but I just felt like I needed to sit down and talk. Maybe it's talking my own issues out, but if it can help you, if it can help somebody else who's struggling with something not struggle as badly, hopefully, like that is my ultimate hope, is that I'm alleviating somebody else's struggle while at the same time building my own confidence in myself up to know that things are going to work out just as beautifully as I imagine them to, and better. Because the thing I learned about the scam and being scammed and the world conspiring to help me is that I put myself in a situation, or I didn't put myself. Yeah, I kind of did. I take responsibility now for everything that happens to me, because I realized that I was meant to learn this lesson. Just when you think things look bleak is when you get the insight of, "Oh, but it's not as bad as it seems at all. It really isn't." It is every struggle you go through is a catalyst for something good to happen. I watched a reel today on Instagram that talked about the yin yang symbol, the fish, black and white fish, talking about how you cannot have one without the other. You literally cannot. If when you have when if the black fish were to eat the white fish, it just would not work. Life doesn't work that way. You need balance. So for there to be bad, there has to be good. For there to be good, there has to be bad. It is a relativity. Einstein would have That's Einstein's relativity theory. You have to have one to have the other. But the negative doesn't have to be as dire as we make it out to be. So living our dreams is our responsibility to this world. It's our gift to this world to go out there and be our best, do our best, live our dreams, and just give our best to the world that birthed us, that gave us life, because we were blessed to have this life, and we can make something of it, and we can make this world a whole lot more beautiful, a lot more kind, a lot more empathic than we realize. And it is up to us individually and as a global unit. We need to come together better, and we need to show up for ourselves and others. And there needs to be the balance between selfishness, taking care of ourselves, and selflessness, taking care of others. That's a topic for another video though, because I could get on a whole other rant and it'll be even longer. But I just want to leave you with this. Go after your dreams. However big or small, they're big to you. Whatever size, whatever facet of the world that they are in, or whatever you want to do, please keep trying. Don't ever, ever give up on anything. I don't care how old you are, how life has dealt you the raw deal in cards and life and everything. you can always turn it around, and you need to. It is your it is your responsibility. It is your job. Your job is to live your life, the life that was meant for you, to pull yourself out of the depression, out of the gutter, out of the thorns, and remember that you're tending a garden. You're not your weeds can be flowers if you want them to. It's your perspective. You need to take responsibility for it and go for it. Give it your all. Get yourself backed into a corner when you have no other choice but to go forward because you're backed into the corner and the only way is up or out. And that's a pretty good way. Those are two amazing options. You have out and you have up. You can't get worse than that. So, that being said, I'm hoping tomorrow I will be up in the air. So, flying, not wishy-washy, just I will be literally in the air flying with my own wings if I have to. But until I can defy gravity myself, I will wait until a plane can do it for me. That being said, I hope you have an amazing day. I hope you get something positive, a little nugget of wisdom out of this. I hope that my ranting and raving style is kind of a thing you like, or my in and out of my laptop is so dirty. I want to leave you feeling more insightful and more inspired to do the things you want to do because you're meant to. You. And yeah, so thank you for stopping by. Thank you for watching. If you've stayed this long, please comment below. I will succeed. I will live my dreams. Um, and also let us know in the comments below what dreams you do have. And I want to like help you try and attain them. Try and reach your goals little bit by little bit. So I wish you well, and I hope you thrive by day. Bye.